on Howard Hill Road, and the trucks are coming in and out for filling up water for the fracking phase, the re-fracking of a WPX Energy gas site, gas pad, and the name of the landowner is Kass, K-A-S-S. So I want to see what stage they're at, whether they're just filling up the water tankers for the re-fracking. This is a re-fracking job. WPX is, from what I hear, trying to get more gas out of this 2-year-old site. And looks like some truck here is having trouble. He's looking at the engine. One of the water trucks for residual waste, waterworks. These are some of the extra long ones. They have 2 different sizes. This is Howard Hill Road, Liberty Township, off Route 29, north, near the New York border. So we're coming up to the site right now. Oh, the crane is up, so they are fracking. So let's see how it looks. They got the sand trucks in. There's the frack crane. See that crane there? That gets attached to the wellheads to be fracked. And this is the Kass site. Nabors is the Fracking Company. So looks like we got security truck up here. We got a security shack on the entrance, after the entrance. This is Diversified. They're using the same security company as Cabot. So I'm familiar with them. So let's see what he has to say. He's going to talk to me. Hi there.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good. So you're security for this company too, huh?
Yeah, I guess those try to keep people off the access roads here.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So you're working for WPX now besides Cabot?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm just going to take some shots of the fracking.
No, unfortunately I can't lay you on the access road.
Oh, that's okay. I'm not interested in the access road. That's the access road right there.
This is the access road right here.
Well, this is an entrance to a private residence right here.
Yep.
Why are you calling it an access?
Property, yep.
Why are you calling it an access road? So he's not letting me on there, but I'm just on the road.
You do know that you're not allowed, near frack sites, right?
No, I'm not allowed near Cabot frack sites. So you're WPX. You know that, though. Do you know that one? Or you have to be informed about it. I'm not interested in going on your access road. I'm just interested in taking what I can from the road.
Yeah, but you are blocking traffic.
Okay, so see how they treat the residents, and they try and keep us from getting information about what is happening here, so that less and less people. So you can see there, that's the water tankers that they have to fill out. That's the back of the site, so that they can keep us away and not expose what the industry is doing next to homes. There's homes alongside of this and across the road from this. And the owner lives a couple of driveways up. So I'm going to try and turn around. And you can see there's the security guy, and the house is right across the road. This is not the owner. And they're getting whatever impacts from this frack site There's the there's Mr. and he's calling somebody. And so they want to call on the residents and keep us away from all of this so we don't expose them. And the world doesn't know exactly what it's like to live across a frack site while they're doing the fracking phase. And there's the guy right on top of the hopper. There's the sand coming up. And there's a man right on top of the hopper. Let's see if I can catch him. There he is. He's got a little respirator on. They got their respirators. They're learning finally. A little respirator, yeah. There you go, Mr. There's all the trucks, sand trucks, water tankers. Security and now I'm going to walk up to the site, parking a couple thousand feet away off the road. This is the entrance to the site, what they call the access road. Guard shack, everybody has to go through that, has to be checked in, checked out. And it's a, I don't know, maybe 200 feet off the road. It's not a long access road, thankfully, that's why we can see it from the public road pretty easily. You can see the various trucks, sand truck. You can hear the noise. This is 24/7 when they're fracking, day and night. Usually days at a time per well. There's about 3 or 4 wells here. I have to check. See the sand coming up. Frack sand. Water tanker. They fill up those blue, there's blue tanks. They fill up, they get hosed into the wells. This tanker is leaving the site, looks like. There's our security guy at the end of this dirt road. Watching, takes pictures, makes phone calls, records, and that's Diversified, the same company Cabot uses. Oof, I gotta get my tripod. Anyway, you need a tripod for some of these things when you get really close. So I'll see if he says I can't even walk on the road. See how much they'll deny residents from observing the industrialization of a rural county. And now see how he's moving towards me? We'll see where he goes. Oh, he maybe wants to just block something. This is industrialization of rural county where food is produced, and it's near the New York border, near Binghamton, New York, where I'm heading right now. We have upwards maybe of 40 counties being industrialized by the gas industry. You got your permits here. You can look up the permits and see if there's any violations or problems with this site. You can go on marcellusgas.org or the DEP sites. They both give DEP information. This is the address. Energy Company. There's the hoppers that hold the sand right there. Sand truck filling up into the hopper. Brine tanks to the right of that. Here comes the water tankers, one after another. They're passing by a friend's house on Silver Creek Road by the hundreds, one after another, day and night. That one says fresh water, which can mean recycled water. Here comes another one. Fresh water also. Here comes somebody delivering to get rid of the septic. They have outhouses here on the site for the guys. So you have the brine tanks for the flowback that comes up. There's a tank per well, so I see 4 of them here, so 4 gas wells. And there's your silica dust streaming out of there. So they're filling up the water tankers. They're backing into it for the water to be used. Those are the blue tankers right here, in blue. Here's the house across the road, close to all this. Not the owner of the gas site, but he's in the gas unit. He's leased. There's a guy on top of the tank. It's a hot day, sunny day. They're leaving the site, going towards Route 29. Plume of dust over there. Hey. Huh?
Are you having a good day at least?
Yeah. Having fun, you know.
Yeah.
I like when I can. I like when I can see.
If you could just back up to like the edge of the road.
Yeah.
To the edge of the street here.
Sure. Why?
Because this is the road that you're not supposed to use here.
Really? That's according to you, right?
That is according to where I was hired to do this job. If you could please just take a step back.
It's 25 feet. I'll count it for you. Hey there. Hey there. That's Mr. Depew.
Yeah.
How you doing? Recognize
Good.
you.
How are you been?
Good. Good.
Good.
So you're checking on this site, see how they're doing?
No, I'm kind
Oh, you're delivering eggs?
eggs, man. We got
Oh, yeah?
some of those stinking free-range chickens everywhere. We can't eat them fast enough.
Oh yeah. You got
You
any
want
for
some?
sale? Yeah, I'll take one.
Yeah, have some. I promised him. I think there's a dozen in here.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
But
It's very nice of you.
promise.
I'm just parked up the road here.
I promised Fester Hunt.
Oh, okay.
He's got like 5 kids now, so
Cool.
we're gonna give him Fester Hunt down here at the church. So we're gonna give
okay.
him some. We're gonna give him some of these. He's like, we got this year's chickens came in like
Like crazy?
laying
Oh, okay.
half
Do you just have
percent
chickens or do you have ducks too?
done. Just chickens.
Yeah, because I like duck ones too.
Duck eggs. I've never
Yeah.
had.
Around the corner on Valley View Road, people have ducks and those little birds. What do you call them? Like a pheasant, but not. It's,
Like a grouse?
Yeah, something like that. And they have little tiny eggs too that they sell.
I had emu eggs once, but they taste horrible.
Did they? Oh, the duck is delicious.
I've had duck, like actual duck meat too.
Yeah.
That's incredible. But
Yeah, duck is delicious.
we got too many, so we're gonna give him some of our chickens once.
He's up the road here,
Somewhere.
Pastor Hunt.
Yep.
Well, can we
I have
ever
to go.
stop by and get eggs or what?
I'll be back.
Take care. So he's taking now some video of me, so he has to make sure he's doing his job. You're doing a good job.
Yep. Thank you.
You're doing a good job. So you know what you're doing? You're supposed to count like from the middle of the road, 25 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6,
I just don't want anyone to hit you.
9,
You know, so if you could just set it
12,
at the edge of the road.
13, 14. So you can be off the road legally, a few feet off. That's what they told me. So you don't have to be right on the edge. Police and state police, you can ask them. You count from the middle, and then there's like several feet off the road that's legally open to people to walk. So ask your guys. You know, maybe they'll tell you. You know, your supervisors.
Yeah, so man,
So I got some nice free eggs. That's nice. That's very nice of Mr. Depew. So they got a little group here, a little consultation. Maybe it's industry guy. Fracking crane. Is this one of your bosses over here?
not my boss. My boss is NDS.
Oh, okay.
Yep. They tell me to make sure.
Oh, he's taking a little video. See the little video? Hi there. The little WPX, must be a WPX guy. Worker, he's taking video with his white truck. You just keep doing it. They support the industry so they can, they hope to make their big bucks, you know, their millions, while they mess up our environment. We have new cases of water contamination this year, you know.
Really?
Yeah, in Springville. There's a whole list if you ever want to find it.
In Springville from this site?
No, in Springville, from sites that are near Springville. But there's, trying to think what it was. It must be a Cabot site or something. But we have new water contamination since May of chemicals coming in actually from the drilling, and DEP has faulted the company, but I think it's Chief, actually. I was reading about it. It's a Polish name of the site in Springville, and Chief is the gas company, so Cabot's off the hook this time. But they have a whole bunch of like 4 or 5 chemicals, and I posted that today. Do you ever go on the gas forum? You can go on our forum, you know, and you can get all the information, all the stuff that the industry is not telling you and hiding from the people, so that they can contaminate our water and air and soil and ruin our environment, so that we have to suffer and then clean them up after them. And this has been happening since I was a kid with every industry, not just this one. But this is how they act, you know, this is their protocol. Hide and deny and then malign the residents who are exposing them. That's the game of the industry. You know, they malign us, they try and stop us legally, they tell lies about us, and then this way they can continue, and then they leave a mess behind and we have to clean it up, and it never can even be cleaned up. But this has been happening for decades, especially since I've been born and before, you know. So anyway, you know, you could always look up the stuff, but there's the new cases. Look up Google. 234 DEP released them just on the 29th of August. The water contamination cases for our state, Pennsylvania. And it shows our county in there, and one of them I just looked at shows actual chemicals besides methane, heavy metals, radioactivity. So it's kind of interesting. You can learn about that stuff because they're not going to tell you. You know, Northeast is not going to tell you, or Cabot and WPX.
Yeah, I'm just here to do my job. You know?
I know, I know.
You know, just to keep everyone.
I understand.
Yeah.
I know, and you're doing a great job. You know, he's doing. I'm telling Diversified on your recording.
Oh,
he's doing.
thank you. Yep.
He's doing a great job, guys. You should really give him a raise. He's a good guy. He's friendly, nice, personable, and he does his work well. So you should keep. How long you been with him anyway?
Since March.
Oh, you kind of knew. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you met me yet?
I have not. This is the first time, actually.
Oh, okay.
You know?
All right, because I met a bunch of your other, you know, associates. Yeah. Yeah, they know me pretty well there. But this first time I met you, what's your first name?
Chris.
You're Chris? Okay, yep. I'm Vera. I guess you know, right?
I've only seen pictures.
You only seen pictures. Now you meet the real thing.
Yeah.
Right, in the flesh. And this is basically what I do. You know, I photograph, videotape, and then I'll bring people to see it from the road, public road, and so they can see what's happening next to our homes. You know, this is what's happening near our homes, on our farms, and on our school properties. You know, like Elk Lake School has gas wells on it and high pressure pipelines. So we want to show them, the ones who don't have it yet, especially the ones in New York, look what's going to come to your neighborhood. Are you going to want this? And do you want this in your neighborhood? And most of the people, 98%, say no, we don't. This is like outrageous in our countryside, in where the food is produced, you know, exposing us. And then we have now 38 compressor stations so far, even in our county, and they're counting. And all the hundreds of miles of high pressure pipelines, all kinds of sizes, all kinds of pressure we're being exposed to. And there's emissions by the tons from all the compressor stations, and emissions from the gas sites and pads, and leaks, and there can be leaks from the pipelines, and there might be some, you know, and that's all going into the atmosphere, besides goes into the water and into the soil, and we're being exposed to it. So since I was a little kid, we're now up to 200 cancers, individual cancers, and when I was a kid it was like a handful, but now we're up to 200 different ones. So I think it's environmentally based. So you can see that looks like the wellhead right hanging from the crane. They took it off. Let's see. You can see the green metal. Looks like the wellhead of some kind. Yeah, there it is. So a lot of trucks are going on Silver Creek Road for this site. Water tankers where Salt Springs Park is, and they're passing by on Silver Creek Road where a friend of mine lives. All right. Frack sand, OSHA says is dangerous. All this frack sand that's exposed to the workers. They've been violated 4 times in our county. OSHA has come in, tested the workers at Cabot sites, WPX sites, and found they're exposed to 6 times the allowable limit of silica, respirable silica. And they had to be fined and violated the past year and a half. So this company is, that you can see all the frack sand coming off the hopper there, or what they call the I think it's called sand remover or sand hopper. Look at all the dust even just from moving on this site. He's just backing up. Look at the dust, and that's going right over the guy who's in the guard shack. And that's particulate matter, very fine, and you're breathing it in, goes into your lungs. And then all of this is going into people's lungs, even though they have, some of them have respirators. But when I came last week, none of them had respirators, and they were, same thing was happening, you know, they were filling up the truck. So look up OSHA, find out the warning on silica, dust, respirable silica, that's happening on these sites, and what they're telling people of what the warning is. And what the industry is allowing their workers to be exposed. And it happens later. It's like asbestos goes into your lungs and scars your lungs, and they call it silicosis, like inflammation of the lungs, and then you have trouble breathing. Later when you're older, like, you know, you're young now, but when you're like in your 40s, 50s, 60s, there'll be all kinds of issues, maybe earlier. I don't know, depends on your makeup, you know, your particular system, if you're more sensitive or something.
Yeah, I'm a smoker.
Silica dust from the sand hopper. I'm going to walk back to my car and head to Binghamton, New York. Go visit my son for part of the day. Access Road. And then pipeline across the road. Looks like new pipeline. They put gates now and fences. They didn't used to do that with the oil lines. And here comes Mr. Camera. Pipeline. going to my car.